2016 has been a fast year. Has it been a fast year for you guys? Well, not so many. Has it been a slow year for you? Well, for me, it's been a really, really fast year. I can't believe we're in December and we're already approaching a new year. And, it's a great time as we start to end the year. I know many of you are probably still working really hard trying to finish up maybe your chairman's bonus qualification or your global rally qualification, maybe just trying to end the year really strong. And set your sights high. You still have several weeks to really work hard. I know some people take the mindset of, well, it's getting towards the holiday season, maybe I should slow down a bit, but I would say speed up and work hard and go as fast as you can and end the year on a bang. And as we start to finish the year and look towards next year, it's a great time to reflect on what has happened this year. And, maybe some of those goals that you have set in this year, at the beginning of this year, and where you are with them, and analyze, how did I do with that? And I know as we look at the business here in the UK, we've had some tremendous growth and success, and the business growing really fast, and lots of people joining the business, and we've had a few challenges and hiccups along the way. And for some of you, maybe that was a surprise, because maybe you were living in this fantasy world that everything's going to be great and fantastic, and reality was brought into it a little bit. And I think that that's a good thing, because there's always ups and downs in everything that we do. And what's important is we understand what we're trying to achieve. We set our goals. We know they're based upon correct principles, and we go out and work hard for them. And sometimes when things come easy to us, we don't appreciate it as much, right? And we don't understand how we got there. And so it's important now to go back and reevaluate. Where do I stand? And what are some of my goals? And did I do a good job at working hard towards achieving those goals? And if not, it's okay, because you have a second chance now. You have a chance to reset those goals again, or set some new goals, and be able to recommit yourself for 2017 on what you want to achieve. And we hope as you near the end of the year and you begin to prepare for this next year, that you do take that time, because I do believe in goal setting. And I do believe in writing down your goals, and it will commit you to take much more action if you write it down. Because you start to really believe in what you're thinking when you put it down on paper. So I hope you'll write down your goals, and you'll have that picture and that vision of what you want to achieve this next year. And you can do that. One of the things that I wanted to remind you of is why we do Forever, and what's the purpose of this whole thing we call Forever. And that all goes back to our mission statement. And I tell people that I work with, and our country managers and our vice presidents all the time, that when we're confronted with decisions, and when we have situations where we're struggling to understand what we need to do with it, we always go back to the mission statement, and how important it is to base our philosophy of what we're trying to achieve based on this mission statement here. And I'm just going to read it to you real quick. I hope you all have seen this and are getting to know it if you don't. But we will create a profitable environment where individuals can, with dignity, be what they want to be. Isn't that a powerful statement? If you really think about that, what we're trying to say is that each one of you has the opportunity to be the person you want to be. And that necessarily isn't the person you are today. And that's what I love about the Forever opportunity, is we all have the opportunity to make those changes, to maybe be that superhero that we've always envisioned ourselves. And it doesn't matter where we've come from or what's our experience or what the problems we have. It doesn't matter. Because in the end, if we have the desire to be better, and if we really want it, we can go after it, and we can get it. And nobody can stop us. And that's what I love about the Power of Forever. So I hope that you understand what it is you want to achieve in life, who you want to be, and that you do it, as we say here, with dignity. Because it's so important that we build whatever it is we're building upon correct principles. And I think you all know what I mean when we say that. We talk about integrity and honesty and being fair to others. The things that our mom and dads have taught us, right? For generations. And those things sometimes get lost in the shuffle of all the media hype and movies and TV and everything else that is surrounded us these days. And we need to go back to the core values that makes us good people. And when we do that, and we want to build ourselves, be the best we can be with dignity, then nobody can get in our way, and nobody's going to stop us, and we're going to become that person. Where integrity, empathy, and fun are our guides, those are three interesting words. Of course, we want to be integral, we want to be honest, but I don't think there's a lot of companies out there that would say empathy should be your guide. But we believe in being empathetic, and we believe in putting ourselves in other people's situations, in their shoes, and trying to feel what they're feeling, and trying to understand where they come from, and make decisions based on that, and treat people in a way that you would want to be treated if you were stuck in a hard place. And I think if you manage your group that way, and if you manage people that you talk to that way, and they feel the empathy that you have for them, you become a magnet. And it's interesting because a lot of business owners come to me and say, I'm having a hard time finding new people to talk to about the company and the products. And I tell them, maybe you need to show a little more empathy, because if you had empathy for others, you become a magnet, because people want to be around you, and they all of a sudden start asking and coming to you to find out what you're doing, and you don't have an issue going out and finding new prospects. And of course, having fun is so important, because this business is built on emotion, and it's built on that video Gary showed with the smile. It's so important to understand the habit of having a smile and going out and sharing that with others. Did you notice how the people just started automatically smiling? At first they weren't, but then all of a sudden they couldn't help it, because you just can't help but smile when someone smiles at you. So make sure you have the right habits, and you're making it fun for your group, and you're doing things that build relationships of trust. And that's going to help you succeed in your business and forever. Of course, we will create and cherish a passion for and belief in our company, our products, and our industry. And this is so important, that we are extremely passionate and believe in what we're doing. And you do that, again, by using the products, by living the lifestyle that you're trying to portray to others. And when you do that, that passion and belief will spread to everyone. And people, like I said, will come to you. They want to be a part of your group, and they want to follow what you're doing. We will seek knowledge and balance. This is so important too, that we get to a point in our business that sometimes we think we know it all. Hey, we got this, we got it handled, and we don't continue to expand our knowledge and to learn more. And I would definitely say to you, continue to try to learn, always. Try to learn something new. Get a good book and read, and get some good ideas out of it, and share that with your downline. And that knowledge will continue to help you to become a better person. And the balance part, I think there's some of you here today that understand the balance part of the mission statement now. You know, it's not healthy for us to be working 24 hours a day and just going. I'm the first one to tell you that. Have balance in your life. Make sure you have a personal life, a social life. Make sure you're not just doing the business all the time, because you will get burned out. You will get to a point where you won't want to do it anymore. You won't love it like you did before. And we don't want that. We want you to love this business forever. So keep that balance. And above all, we will be courageous as we lead our company and business owners. And this is so important for you as a business owner, to be courageous and do the right thing and say the right things and get up in front of people and tell them and lead them the right way. And sometimes that takes courage, because sometimes people will give us bad feedback or call us names or whatever the case may be. But have that courage to know that there's not just some people behind you, there's millions of people behind you. This is a pretty big family. Millions of people around the world that are supporting you in your efforts of doing the right thing. And that's the kind of courage that you can have to move your business forward. So go back to the mission statement often, because there's so many great qualities in there that each one of us can have and work on and display and live that will help us become successful business owners in our business. Now, in order to achieve all of that, we as a company have come up with what we call our Hedgehog Principles. And what this is sometimes when you set goals and you have a mission statement and you have all these things you want to achieve, you kind of lose sight at what are the things we should be focused on in order to achieve these great things. So a hedgehog, you know what a hedgehog is, right? So he only focuses on 3 things in his life. He eats, he drinks, and he keeps himself safe. And how does he do that? When the fox comes to hunt him, he rolls up in a ball, doesn't he? He curls up in a ball, and the fox has no chance of getting him. So that's our Hedgehog Principles, are 3 things we want to focus on as a company and that we want to be the best at. So one of those areas is, what are we going to be best at in the world? And we've decided that as a company, we want to be able to pay the highest bonuses in our industry to our business owners. We want to be the ones giving back the most. Do you guys like that? Is that a good concept for you? Yeah? Now, we've done a lot of research and we've looked at a lot of different competitors in our industry, and I have to say that I would think we are almost there. You know, I don't want to say we're there, because we want to continue to work at it and be better at it. But I can tell you there's not very many other marketing plans you can find out there that give back to their distributors as much as Forever does. So take advantage of that. You're getting highly paid. So if you go out and work hard and put forth the effort, the reward's going to be there for you. The other area of the Hedgehog Principle is what are we deeply passionate about? What do we want to put all of our belief and passion into? And we decided that we want to enrich people's lives. We want to help people grow. We want to help people develop. We want to help them, like I said in the mission statement, become what they want to be. And so we wanted to try to measure that. How do we measure that we're actually touching people and enriching their lives? And so we decided that we're going to focus on the Eagle Manager program. Because we know when you look at the Eagle Manager requirements, they teach you the very basics of what you need to do to become successful in the business. So we look at, are we increasing the number of Eagle Managers? Are we able to get Eagle Managers at higher levels? Are we pushing forward with the Eagle Manager program? And if we are, then we feel like we are changing people's lives and we're enriching their lives. And that has been a very successful program for us. How many Eagle Managers do we have here? Raise your hands if you're an Eagle manager. Wow, congratulations to you guys. Excellent job. And I bet if you asked each one of them, I bet they would tell you that it helped their business grow. And it helped them become better in their business and give them the perfect focus of what they need to be doing in order to be more successful. So if you're sitting there today wondering, how can I increase my bonus? How can I get more people involved in my business? How can I become better? You need to look at the Eagle Manager Program. And you need to make some commitments in 2017 and say, I'm going to go for being an Eagle Manager. Because it truly will help your business and it will help you become that person you want to be. Now, the third area is the economic driver. How do we achieve the two other areas with our economic driver? What are we going to focus on to push that forward? And we decided as a company that it was with a business pack, with a pack of products like your business box that you have, or the C9 or the Vital 5. We decided that if people focus on a pack of products rather than individual products, they're going to push their business forward much quicker. And I know you guys have seen that. That has helped you a lot by getting people to join the business and buy the business box. That gets them more committed and helps them get started at a much quicker pace. And so, we want you to continue to focus on those packs. And one of those packs that I hope you'll take a look at and you'll start to think about and see the benefit it can be into your business, and that is the Vital 5 pack. Now, we were talking yesterday in the office about the sales of Vital 5 here. And you know what? When we compare the sales of Vital 5 to some of the other European countries, UK is one of the smallest volumes of sales of Vital 5. Can you believe that? You have the biggest sales overall, but the smallest volume of Vital 5. I said, Bob, we missed the point here. We need to talk about Vital 5. So I hope that you'll take a look at Vital 5, because it was created for each one of you to be able to use on a monthly basis. It's the core nutrition that every single one of us needs to take. If you were going to tell someone, if you want to feel better, if you want to have more energy, if you want to get the proper nutrition, the perfect product pack for them to buy is the Vital 5. So I hope you guys will take a look at that, because if you commit to it, and if you use a Vital 5 once a month, and you start to teach that to your downline, think about how that can change your business if you had each one of your downline using a Vital 5. And that becomes a habit. And think about if we could have thousands and thousands of people on Vital 5 every month. Not only are they going to feel better, but our sales are going to go up. So take a look at that, and I'm going to show you an example of that here in a few minutes. So this whole thing that we're doing helps us earn more money and helps us earn a living, right? That's what we're here for, most of us, is we need to earn a living, we need to pay our bills. We got Christmas coming up and presents to buy. And so, we want to have a successful business because we want to earn money. And like I said, we want to help you earn as much money as you can, because we want to be the highest paid bonuses in the industry. We want you to earn the highest bonuses in the industry. So to do that, we need to be excellent. We need to be number one. We need to make sure we're doing everything we can to be as perfect as possible. And so you got to hear from Gary directly. I'm so glad Gary got to come to the UK and talk to you and show you some of the things he's been working on and the investments that we've been making into your business. Because after all, the products we're manufacturing are your products. They're the products you're taking out and you're representing and building your business on. So I hope you listen to what Gary had to say, because we've made some tremendous investments recently, and we're going to continue to make those investments to make sure we improve and that we can keep up with the demand and that we can have the highest quality products for you to go out and consume and represent and help others to consume. So we're really excited that we can control that whole process. There's not a lot of companies out there in our industry that can say we control the manufacturing process. But you can be a proud one in our industry. You can say, you know what? My company makes the products. They don't buy from others. They do it themselves because they want to have the best. And you can be proud about that. We have an amazing facility just real close by here in Holland called Forever Direct. And this is a massive warehouse, massive distribution facility that supplies product to all of Europe and to all of Africa, and even in parts of the Middle East now. So anytime you want to come and visit, they do tours all the time at Forever Direct. We invite you to go over to Holland and see this incredible facility. And this isn't a place that's run by another company, a third party or whatever. This is a Forever company. This is a Forever building. We've invested our money and our time and our efforts into making sure that we have the products where they need to be at the best, freshest state that they can be in. And we know we can do that by supplying from Forever Direct. So make sure you come and see us sometime over there, because it is an amazing place. But besides making money in Forever, the opportunity we have is a lot more, isn't it? It's a lot more than just making an income, because it is a people business and it is a lifestyle. I was talking with the GLT members this morning, and we were talking about how this isn't a 9-to-5 job that you work Monday to Friday, right? This is something that you live and breathe, and you're on the telephone late at night sometimes, or you're with your group trying to help understand their needs and overcome objections and move them forward. This is a lifestyle that we do, but it's one of the best lifestyles that you could ever have. Even though it's hard work, and even though it's frustrating sometimes, and even though there's disappointments, you have that in anything you do. But think about the benefits and results that you get, and think about who controls the results that you get. It's not someone else that controls it. It's you yourself. You have the self-control to move your business forward, to achieve more, to earn more, and you're not dependent on someone else telling you what you can and can't do. So the freedom that you have is amazing and Forever, and I hope you always see that as a precious commodity for you, something that you use and cherish, because there's not a lot of people out there that feel the freedom that you can feel here in Forever. And as I said, you know that lady? Come on, give it up for her. She did a great job today. She was all lit up like a Christmas tree. We're here to help people become better, to enrich their lives. And one of my favorite things I get to do in Forever is to give away these chairman's bonus checks. I mean, it's amazing to stand on stage and be handing out check after check after check, and to see those amounts getting bigger and bigger and bigger. And every single one of you has the opportunity to go for a chairman's bonus check. And all it takes is desire. All it takes is that desire that I want this. And then you need to put forth the action, and you need to find out, what is it I need to do? And what are the steps I need to take? And you know what? You may set a goal this year to say, I'm going to make chairman's bonus. And what happens if you don't quite make it at the end of the year? Do you quit? Do you just say, oh, forget it, that's not for me? No. You got to make it another goal. And you got to find out, what did I not do this year that I need to do next year in order for me to qualify? Where do I need to put more focus in? And if you put forth that kind of action, and that kind of effort, you're going to make it. You're going to be there, and you're going to achieve that check, and you're going to see the results that you can get in your business by following the Chairman's Bonus Program. And that, I promise you, will enrich your life more than just the money. We love to support people. We love to help them. We love to be next to you, understanding what are your challenges, what are the issues that stand in front of you, and how can we help you solve them. And I think you heard some of that from Darren today, and I'm so glad Darren got to come and talk to you and be with you. And he's been with Forever for a long, long time. And I'll tell you a little story about Darren. Darren got started in Forever because he was invited by someone. And in Forever, our founder and chairman of the board, Gregg Maughan, who happens to be my father, taught me some very important lessons when I was young in life. And one of the lessons he taught me is you lead by example. And so in Forever, in other companies in our industry, they tell their employees, you can't do the business. You can't sponsor people. You can't sell products because they think it's going to be in conflict with the distributors. Well, Rex didn't believe in that. Rex says we're going to lead by example, and employees can be business owners. They can build a business. Of course, they cannot be in conflict with you, the business owners, but they can go out and build a business. And so Rex taught me at a young age, you need to be an example. You need to go out and sponsor people and build a business. So when I was a bit younger, I met a guy named Brine Holt. And guess what? Brine Holt bought a Touch of Forever from me. Do you remember the Touch of Forever? The combo pack? We kind of moved away from that a bit now, but that used to be the big thing way back then. And it was fun to get Darren involved and to invite him into the business and to see him start growing his own business. And Darren started out in Forever as a kind of like an ADD that you have here in California. And he worked with the business owners in California for many years. And I love these guys that work with me because they have realistic experience of dealing with you, the business owner. Gary Shreve was in Houston, Texas for 7 years working with people just like you, helping them build their business. So these guys, they know the ground effort. They understand what your struggles are, and they want to be able to put things in place that will help you continue to grow your business. So it was great to have Darren here to explain to you some of the challenges we're facing with technology and some of the solutions that we're looking at. And I can tell you firsthand that Forever is investing a lot of money into the future of our technology. And so you're going to see some great things coming out here, some great tools that are going to help you build your business, make it a little bit easier on you in order for you to progress, touch more people, train more people using the technology that we have. So thanks to people like Darren, you're getting that kind of support. And that's such an important thing because if you're going to work hard, you want to feel your best, don't you? You want to have energy. You want to get up in the morning fired up, and you want to be able to go all day long hard. And to do that, you need to take care of yourself. And you need to have the proper diet, and you need to have some exercise, but you need to have the right nutrition too. And that's what you get by taking the Forever products. And I love the Forever Fit today and the guys who did that, who are teaching the correct principles of not just losing weight for a moment, but how to become healthy for a lifetime and how to change our habits and have the right habits. So again, enriching people's lives. That's what Forever is about. I love our organization, Forever Giving. And we've done a lot of great things with Forever Giving. And thanks to all of you who have contributed to that. or who have maybe helped us with Stop Hunger Now at some of the rallies, packing the meal packets. What an opportunity we have, not only to help our people in our organization, but to reach even farther. And when we decided we were going to start Forever Giving, and we asked, what is our focus going to be with Forever Giving? We decided that we wanted to focus on the future generations and how we can help the kids of the world be able to get what they need, the basic needs, in order for them to get to a point where when they do become aged to become a business owner, they're healthy and they have a sound mind, and maybe they've even heard of Forever Living by then and make a decision they want to get involved and build a business with us. So we've done a lot of great things, like Aiden mentioned earlier, I think, with Phineas and what we did in South Africa this past year. And we're going to have lots more opportunities in the future. We're teaming up with the Stop Hunger Now organization. And so in the future, we're going to be doing much more with the meal packets. And they do a lot more than just that. And we're going to team up with them. And it's going to be a great organization to be involved with. So again, we're really proud of Forever Giving, and we hope you join us in that effort and continue to move forward. And some of that, helping others and doing good things, some of that is a selfish feeling, maybe for me, maybe for you too. And what I mean by saying selfish is it makes you feel good when you help others, don't you think? I mean, when you honestly and genuinely do something for someone and help them out, later on you start thinking about it and you're like, man, that was the right thing to do. That makes me feel good. And that's important to remember, because sometimes we get caught up with our problems and with our challenges and with we get in this bubble, and we start to feel empty sometimes. And I don't know, maybe you felt that before, that you're not quite getting enough from life. And I know a lot of people in the world feel that today. And I would tell you, if you're feeling that, even just a little bit, go help somebody. And if you help somebody, I promise you that empty feeling will go away. You will be filled with happiness and with good feelings, and you'll understand exactly the fulfillment of life. So helping others makes us feel good, and it helps us have fun, and it helps us have focus, and it helps us want to go do what we want to do. Not because we have to, but because we want to. And as Gary mentioned, we're going to Dubai this year for the Global Rally. Anybody going with us to Dubai? It's an amazing place. If you haven't been there, you're going to love it. It's one of the most modern cities, newest cities in the world. Lots of fun stuff to do there. And the Sheikh Mohammed, who's there, who's in charge of Dubai, he said, he who enjoys his work adds 5 days to his week. So in other words, if you're loving what you're doing, you don't mind working 5 more days. You're not that guy who gets up and says, oh, I gotta go to work again. I hate it there. I hate the people. I hate what I do, right? And we hear that so often. But when you're in Forever, you have the opportunity to add 5 more days to your week because you love what you do. And you jump out of bed with the spirit of, I'm going out and I'm gonna rock it today. And I'm going to help people, and I'm going to talk with a smile and with enthusiasm, and I love what I do. That's the opportunity you have. And if you don't have that love, you need to find it. And it's probably because you don't quite understand what it is you want to achieve with your life and with you and who you want to be. So again, go back to the mission statement and find out who that person you want to be. And write those goals down and be focused, and that will help you enjoy and love what you do. So enriching lives is really important in Forever. 2016's been a great year for many of you. For Forever, it's been a phenomenal year, another phenomenal year. And we've seen so much growth in so many places. I'm glad that CG and JB were here today, our vice presidents of Africa and Asia, and they got a lot of great things going on in their areas and regions. And you have a global business opportunity. You don't need to just build a business here in England or in Iceland or wherever you're at. You can build your business anywhere. And in fact, a good example of this, where I know Bob pointed her out, but I'm going to point her out again. Where's Dora from Iceland? Dora, where are you? There she is. Dora, did you know that you had some managers that showed up to the office in Scottsdale the other day? Did you know that? I was amazed. They came in, they said we were here in Scottsdale, we want to come see Forever. I says, well, how did you get involved in Forever? Oh, from Dora from Iceland. It's crazy. They're from Indiana. Good job, Dora. That's the kind of opportunity you have in Forever. You can go global. You can go anywhere. So make sure you find out about some of these areas and what's happening and how you can build. With today's technology, you don't even have to leave your home in order to build a business anywhere in the world. So make sure you make this next year be the very best. If 2016 was a little slow for you, if your sales went down a little bit, if maybe you didn't recruit as many people, that's okay. It's in the past. Let's go forward. Let's think about what's 2017 and what are some things we can achieve. And that's kind of what we've seen with the business in the UK. You had this spike of growth. I mean, you maybe had more growth than we had in any other country in the history of Forever in such a short amount of time. Did you know that? You guys worked really hard and you went really fast. And sometimes when you grow like that, you have a big spike and then it's going to stabilize at some point. And I think that's where we're at right now. It's come down just a little bit, not a lot. And that's a great sign to me because I've seen other countries grow very quickly, but the sales, when they started to drop, they dropped significantly. You haven't done that here. You guys have stabilized the sales. And now we're at a base that's twice as much as we were 2 or 3 years ago. Did you know that? So right now, even though you might have said, oh, sales have come down a little bit in 2016, your base of sales is twice as much as it was 2 or 3 years ago. That's pretty awesome. That is awesome. And with that kind of growth, I'll tell you what, man, we were struggling to make product fast enough. I mean, when you're, going up 50% or even doubling sales overnight, that means we got to work that much harder back in the plant to make the product. And I know Bob was trying to pay people to come in off the street to help him. He had to get so many new people to come in and keep up with this amazing growth. And poor Nick, you all know who Nick is, right? I mean, you guys had so many more qualifiers. We had more hotel rooms to look for, bigger venues. And so in some ways, you guys created a lot of headaches for us. I'm just kidding. Keep the headaches coming. But all of that effort pushed you guys to being number one in the world of Forever. Number one in the world of Forever. And that's awesome. And you have such an incredible reputation around the world of Forever. Everywhere I go, people say, what's happening in the UK? What can I learn from the UK business owners? And so we really appreciate what you guys have done. We appreciate the leadership that you've shown. I want to tell you, though, there's a country out there that's working super hard to take you over. You want to know what country that is? Does anyone know what that country is? Huh? How about Japan? They are so ticked off that you guys are number one, and they are working really, really hard right now. So are you going to let them become number one? Okay, that's what I like to hear. In fact, next week, I'm going to be in Japan, and I'm going to tell them what you said. I'm going to tell them you went like this to them, nanny, nanny, nanny goat, and that you guys are still going to be number one. Is that right? Okay. You know, being number one and growing like you have, it's led to some people believing that we've oversaturated the market here. Have you ever heard that? Have people told you, oh, we've told everyone about forever. Nobody wants to know any more about forever. And sometimes when you live in your bubble, you may think, oh my gosh, I've saturated my market because I've told everyone I know about forever. There's no one else to tell. Well, I'm here to tell you that we are as far away from being saturated here in the UK as we can be. And I'm going to show you why. I'm going to prove it to you with the numbers. Because there's no way we've saturated the market here. In fact, we're only just beginning. We're only scratching the surface. And the potential that we have to grow here is unbelievable. So when I say that we have that base that's twice as much now, I am looking towards the future now, that we continue to grow upon that base. And I'm going to show you what kind of potential we have here in the UK. So we have a population of about 65 million here in the UK. Is that right? Well, if you look at that population, there's probably about 40 million, give or take, that are between the ages of 18 and 65 years old. People that would be eligible to join as a business owner. So 40 million people are eligible. 40 million people out there. Do you think all 40 million of them know about forever? No, not even. So let's think about this for a second. If we could get 1% of the 40 million to use a Vital 5. Remember we talked earlier about Vital 5, and it's the core nutrition that each one of us needs every month. If we could get 1% of them to be using Vital 5 every month, how many is that? 400,000 people using a Vital 5. That turns into 400,000 cc's a month. Now, what are we at cc-wise here in the UK? Right now, we're about 40,000 cc's. So from 40,000 cc's to 400,000 cc's, that's 10 times the amount of sales we're doing right now with just 1% of the people who are eligible to do the business. Do you understand the potential that we have? It is massive. There are so many people out in the UK right now that have no idea what forever is, or who forever is, or what kind of products we have. So the potential to grow right here at home is enormous. We should be going towards 10 times the amount of volume we have, and we still are just a little bit of the population we have here. I hope you see the potential. I hope you understand the amount of people you have. All you got to do is start spreading your wings a little bit. Get out of your bubble. Start talking to more people that you don't know. People that you meet on the street. I love Dora. I think it was Dora's daughter that said, just get out of the house, right? Get out and start talking. Get out and start sharing. And like I said before, when you do it in the right way, and when you're happy, and when you are living the way you want to live, and you're being the person you want to be, you become a magnet, and people come to you, and people say, hey, I want to be with you. I want to do what you're doing. And then recruitment becomes an easy thing, not a difficult thing. One of the things in Forever is we continue to progress. We continue to try to get better. And we want to help you build your business in a better way. We want you, as I said, to spread your wings a little bit. And maybe not just focus here on the UK, but maybe look at, are there other areas in the world that I can be building my business? And so we want to give you a little carrot. Would you like a little carrot to do that? Well, you're one of the first ones to know about a new policy that's becoming effective January 1st. You want to know what it is? No, I don't think you do. No, I don't think you do. Yeah? New policy, January 1st, says that you can achieve a supervisor, an assistant manager, or a manager by using cases globally. I think you like it? Yeah? So, and to make it even better, it's effective January 1, but you know you can use 2 months to move up to manager, right? So we're going to allow you to use December case credits. Nice, huh? So we hope you're excited about this. We hope that starts flooding your mind of what can I do, what can I be doing to help either myself become manager or to help people underneath me become manager. Open your mind up. See the potential that you have. You guys have just begun. You guys have just begun. Even though you're number one in forever, you've just begun. And that's the kind of spirit we have all over the world. And in fact, I want to tell you something. Our goal this next year, you want to know what it is as a company? We just want to double sales. Just double sales. We want to double sales. Do you guys want to double your sales? You guys want to have more than you have right now? We have the potential to double ourselves globally. We're going to work hard. We're going to work hand in hand. We are right with you to help you become successful. We love you guys. We want the very best for you. Thank you very much.